Break is in sight now. Are players glad to see the finish line approaching?
I think it all depends on where you're at in the standings, Kevin. I mean, playoff-bound teams are eager to wrap things up, but those on the bubble probably wish they had more padding in their schedule.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Anthony Simons. Then it's Walker. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's Grant in at the power forward. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
And with Sabonis, as his minutes have increased, so has his production. The future is bright for this young man.
Sabonis with the steal. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And early on, if you're him, you just want to see the ball go through the net and get into some kind of rhythm.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets into rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
And just maybe the quickest player in the league. Fox can get to the bucket at will. Better bring some help when he's driving.
And stolen by Barnes. And now Sacramento on the break. Herter, that's a 2-pointer. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Fox just brimming with confidence right now. Like how he uses that mid-range game, and he knows right now he's got that green light.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
With 1 on the clock. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Pretty much any type of jumper, Kevin Herter is proficient at it. That time with the stop and pop.
And so it's the Sacramento Kings with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Kings.
For me, they're turning defense into offense, creating opportunities by taking the ball away. Great effort.
And another thing they've done well is push the tempo. They're running the floor and converting on the fast break.
At the guard positions, Mitchell and Monk. Trey Lyles out there with Keegan Murray. And it's Sabonis in at the center position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Chris Duarte's checked in for Keegan Murray. Passes it to Anderson. Here's Thybulle. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Tries again, and it's good on the way in.
That's just staying in the moment, keeping with the current possession.
Here's Monk. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
And you see the improvement in that mid-range game by Monk. He really wants to be a knockdown threat from all 3 levels on the floor.
Doubled by Sabonis. Henderson passes to Thybulle. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
That was a great pass once the double team came over. He hit the wide open man perfectly.
Here's Lyles. The 19-footer is on the money. Lyles got his first points of the game.
And how about Monk there scanning the floor for the open teammate? That's how you develop a trust from your teammates.
Henderson.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach half.
Your Kings, 18, the Trailblazers.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here. It's Sacramento with the advantage at the half. They have a narrow 3-point lead. Kenny, whoop. And that does it for our halftime.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. One guy who's been getting it done is Domantas Sabonis.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything that the league can do to slow him down. He's
With the dunk.
Whoa, the Aaron Fox explosive. And boy, does that get the bench energized.
Tipped away. Can't stuff the alley-oop home. Here's Thibault. And that one is stuffed right through.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
From deep, Herter hands it from downtown. Herter's got 7 points.
I think we'll be watching this play for many years to come. Herter off the catch.
Simons against Fox. Count that one, and the Kings lead has been cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Grant.
I tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
Sabonis with the bucket.
And a gifted scorer from pretty much anywhere. Sabonis continues to improve year in and year out.
Sinks the triple.
Anthony Simons.
9 points in the game so far.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
In this half, a more entertaining one. The pace is picked up, tougher defense, better ball movement.
Got a piece of it. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Kings lead by 5. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
Anthony Simons.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Backcourt there is Fox and Monk. Sabonis is the center with Murray next to him. And it's Barnes in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're down by 4. There's 42 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Chauncey Billups coaching up his team during that break. Now, he preached the importance of patience down the stretch. Coach said we're not going to get it all back at once. Let's take it one trip at a time. Make it simple, make it easy. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
It counts. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
I mean, that's a good job working the ball inside and getting a quality shot.
Out of bounds, Kings ball is Sacramento Kings possession.
For the Trailblazers.
Number 8 is checked in for the Trailblazers. Walker comes in for Murray. Deep 2 from Murray. Good!
You're in total command of this game. The time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, De'Aaron Fox.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Turning into such a great scorer, Anthony Simons is a bucket getter, having another big night.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Absolutely. They're within striking distance, but they have to make pretty much every shot. No moment too big for Grant. There's that clutch gene.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout.
Let's get loud, fans. Stand up. Blazers substitution.
Back from outside. Full time.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
There's Walker with the 3. He's off from 3.
And this is what you like about his perimeter D. He never gave up and challenged the deep one.
You see some guys, they just mail it in. They don't go out and contest it. Not him. He's going to compete.